Welcome to the Yoga Center. Sevamayi, one of the teachers, and we are starting our class this morning. Well, it's morning maybe, but our theme is that yoga is an experience, not a belief system. And if we can get past the 5 kinds of ideas, it helps us have the experience. And you can find those ideas on our members page. From the higher yogas this week, right knowledge, having it be too powerful, wrong knowledge, numbness, memories, fantasy. So the one that we're focusing on today is numbness because of the pandemic and all the stuff that's happening. So, some of us, not saying any of you, but our brains can get fuzzy. Our mental attitude can be numb, just not really functioning. So we're going to do some yoga and a sequence of events that will energize that system again and help us awaken from numbness. Let's begin, as usual, with our full yoga breath. So we're going to inhale and exhale forward and down. Inhaling with an awareness of harmonizing body, mind, and spirit. Exhaling and letting go what you don't need. Inhaling, filling up with clarity. Exhaling. Last inhalation up, expanding. Now just bring the hands down. Close the eyes for a moment and enjoy the sense of harmony. Okay, there is a pranayama called the Ha breath, H-A, that helps awaken our mind. And the way that we do this is the hands come out like this, bent at the elbows. Make a fist, the palms are facing up. We're going to inhale, and as you do, try to touch your elbows together. We're going to exhale, saying ha, ha, and turn your hands down like you're shaking off water. Let's try it again. Turn the hands up, palms up, fists, inhale. Exhale, yelling out, ha, ha. Flip the hands. This is energizing. Let's do it once more. Big fist. Opening the chest, elbows touch. Getting ready to exhale. The arms thrust forward. Ha! And down. And breathing. And now we're going to do a sequence like Surya Namaskar, salute to the sun is a sequence, but this is different. It'll keep our mind awake. And it will include a lot of different poses, 12 of them, like Surya Namaskar. Okay, so let's come a little to the back of your mat. We're going to start off with our jackknife. So raise up. And bring your hands behind you. Pull them out. Come forward. Over the head. Straight legs. Slide the hands down. Walk the hands out for downward dog. Hips high, shoulders push back.
Come up onto the left toe, bend the right knee, raise the leg up as high as you can, trying to get the heel to touch your body. Lower down, back to downward dog, and from here, taking your right leg, bring it forward, left knee down, raise 2 arms up, adjust your front foot so you get a good lunge, looking up, palms face each other. Just doing like 3 breaths in each pose. Now we're going to bring the 2 hands down, toes point up, hips go back, head stays up, it's not head to knee. Just gazing straight ahead, eyes rolling upward. Now bend the knee, right knee, stand up to warrior, bend front knee, arms are out, then drop your hand behind you, left hand to left leg, right arm up, but then lunge more and bring it over your head as you arch back and take 3 breaths. Bring the hand down, come downward, sit down, bring your left leg out as far as it'll go, toes point up, right foot to the mat with the toes pointing in the other direction and 2 hands straight down and just gaze straight ahead. Okay, take the 2 hands, put them on the other side of the left leg, come up onto the knee, and then bring that leg forward so it's on the mat, foot flat. 2 hands are down. Raise up the left hand and look up. Then raise the right leg and hold it with the left hand. Then take your right hand to the knee in any way that gives you balance. Then raise it up and look up. 3 inhalations and exhalations. It comes down, both legs are back, into the firm pose. Then stretch both arms forward, lift up your hips so the hips are above the knees, and place the forehead on the mat with the hands reaching forward. Lifting up, we're back to downward dog, push back, and coming down on the right knee, with the left leg forward into a bend for one of our pigeons. See if you can sit And then what makes this a little different this time is that we're going to try to put our hands as far back as we can, looking up. And then sitting up with the left leg in, right leg out. Stretch forward, toes pointing up for our head to the knee now. Raising up on an inhalation, we're going to place our right hand on the left knee, and the left arm will come up and over the head. And if you can go as far as your toes, touch the toes, or else just stay where you're comfortable. And let the hand on the knee help you twist. Releasing. Bring 2 feet to the mat. Now we're going to bring our legs as close to the chest as we can. This is called the hug. So we go as close as we can, toes to the mat. We're waiting, put the weight on our sitting bones as we gaze straight ahead and take 3 breaths. Now we do the other side. See if your mind is feeling more awake. So we begin with our jackknife again. Hands behind us. Stretching up and back and down over the head. Lower the arms down and hold on where you reach comfortably. Walk the hands forward for downward dog, hips as high as you can. Come up onto the toes of the right foot, bend to the left knee, heel comes in. Comes back down. Now we will bring our right leg forward, left leg down as we arch up and back, lunge, stretch the arms up, palms facing each other. Then the hips go back, the foot points up, the hands go down, but we're not lowering our head. Go as far back as you can with the hips. And now we'll get ready to stand up to our warrior pose. So if we're doing it the same as before, make a shift. It seems like I was on the wrong leg. Okay, so lower the hand back, reach up, then over the head. So bend the front knee as much as you can. Going low, low, low. And then straightening up. Bring the hands down. Bend the knee. Stretch out your right leg. or bend the left, or do whatever was the opposite of what we did. The two hand, now this leg, the right leg goes as far as it can. The left leg comes close, but toes are pointing to the left. And then the two hands are down, so gaze straight ahead. Breathe with consciousness. Okay, we're now going to move into coming up onto our right knee. Then bring our right leg out. If they're doing the same leg, make a switch. And down by the foot. Raise the other one up. Turn and look up. Straight up. Then back. Holding on to the foot. Pull it in. Find a comfortable place for your hand. Elbow on the knee. That will help you. Be steady. Then raise the arm up. Move into the lunge even more. Gazing up past your fingertips. Leg comes down into the firm. Stretching forward. Forehead to the mat. Hips come up. Over the knees. Back to downward dog. Coming down on both knees, we're going to move into our pigeon pose again. So take the other leg, left leg, right leg, left leg back. Maybe. Anyway, bring the hands as far back as you can. They can be on fingertips or flat. Look up. The hip is on the mat. And then coming out of the position into bringing left leg out, right leg in. Leaning forward, holding on if you reach, head to knee. Left hand, right knee. The other hand, we release, bring it over the head, keep it there, or bring it all the way down. Look under the arm, up at the ceiling. Releasing, toes to the mat, thighs to the chest. Hold on. Gaze straight ahead. Think of body parts that you're not using that can relax. Okay, let's release. Come back to a standing pose. And we'll do our balance pose now. How about playing with a tree? So weight on the left foot. Right foot is going to find its comfortable place. Both hands will then come up, over the head. Palms will touch. And we just hold still. Gazing straight ahead. Letting a steady, balanced mind help our body, and the other way too. Steady, balanced body helps our mind. Then we can make that mudra for bliss. Thumb touches, pinkies touch, wrists touch, 3 middle fingers are out. Come down to the heart. Release the leg. Pause for a moment. Then the weight on the right foot. As we gaze at one thing, that's not going to move. Bring the left leg up to its point of comfort. Hands touch over the head. If you want to do the mudra, the lotus mudra, this is called. Steady breathing. Let's release, hands to the heart. And let's sit down and stretch out both legs for posterior stretch, which wasn't included in our 12 steps. I'm going to inhale up, exhale forward. I'm going to do this 3 times. Inhale up, exhale forward, inhale up, forward. We're going to hold. Wherever you reach, hold on, or 2 fingers around the big toe, thumb on top. Mind can be empty of thoughts, but not numb. Just clear. Let's inhale up. Bring our hands back. Head rolls back. Doing inclined plane or tabletop or companion pose to our forward bending. Tabletop, the knees are bent, hips are high. Let's all move into tabletop for a moment. Let your knees touch and bring your left leg out. Toes point up and down, right leg out and down. Lower the hips down. Slide the legs underneath you as you sit in the firm pose. Sahajam breathing nurtures and nourishes our
nervous system. Let's bring our hands down. We'll do 3 of these. In the firm pose, remember that the right big toe is over the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale twice as long. Loud hushing sound. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back up. Into the firm, palms facing upward. Then come forward into our child's pose. And then bring the head 6 to 8 inches forward. Hold on to the ankle area or wherever you reach. Try to keep the feet together, rolling onto the top of the head. Let's lower the legs down. Return to child's pose. And then bring the 2 hands forward and come onto all fours. Let the knees be as wide apart as the shoulders. Under the shoulders. We're going to do cat-cow, which is inhaling and looking up. Exhaling, lifting the back, head drops down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, now the flat back and just gazing down. Stretch out your left arm and right leg. Let's try to get the head and the arm at the same level. Toes are pointing downward. Then 2 hands down again. And bring this leg out to the side. Gaze over your shoulder at your toes. Coming back. Lift up. Look up. Let the forehead touch the mat as you come down. The leg goes higher. Come back up. Straight arms. Put the leg down. Now, bring your left arm out. Excuse me, right arm out. Raise the left leg, toes point down. So first we're balancing. Ears and upper arm in the same level. Bring the hand down, bring the leg around, looking at your toes. Back and up. Arching, looking up, then coming down. Forehead touches the mat lightly, leg goes higher. Lift back up. Both legs down.
Coming back into firm pose. Now, as we all know, the weather has been very hot, and that's a good time to do our cooling breath. So when we inhale, you make your tongue like a straw out of the mouth. Or if that doesn't work for you, put it right behind the front teeth. And when we inhale, it's going to make a hissing sound. We're going to direct the energy down to the base of the spine, up, into the top of the head, into the brain, and out the nose. We're going to do 3 of these. So here we go. Tongue out or at the back of the teeth. Inhale. Direct this down, up. Exhale through the nose. We're sending cooling energy. Once more. Inhale. The hissing sound. Direct the energy down to the base of the spine. Cool energy up into the brain. Exhale through the nose. Do it once more at your own rate. Just breathe. And one more cooling breath is called the lunar breath or the moon breath, where we will only inhale through the left nostril. So let's just, using our pinky, seal off the right. Inhale left. Switch the hand, exhale right. Switch, pinky, inhale left. As long as you can. Sending cooling energy, then seal off the left, exhale right. Do one more. Pausing in the firm pose. And now we'll get ready for our camel. We come up onto the knees. Remember that if you put the toes to the mat and the heels up, it makes this a little easier or a little more possible to reach that heel. And we bring our palms together and up, arch. Now bring the palms to the heart. And then to the back. Fingers on the spine. And when you're ready from here, bring your left hand to your left heel. Right hand to your right heel. Push the hips forward. Release, one arm at a time. Sitting back down. Feeling the coolness and the clarity. And then lie on your back into Savasana.
We surrender all our thoughts and emotions into the hands of peace. Okay, let's do our eye of the needle pose while we're down here. Bend the knees. Put your left foot on your right thigh. Bring your hand through the triangle and hold the hands around under the knee, on the leg or on the thigh, whichever's more comfortable. Pull towards you, opening hip. Raise the head up. Stretch the leg up. Raise your hands by releasing as high as you can. Bringing the leg towards you and your head towards the leg. Release your hands. Bend the knee, put the foot back on the mat, the hands are down, release the leg. Take a breath. As we prepare to move to the other side. So now, right leg on left thigh. Right hand through the triangle you've made as you pull the leg towards you. Fingers clasped. Raise the head up. Keep the gentle pressure. Bringing the leg closer so the hip opens a little more. Stretch the leg up. Reach your hands up as high as they'll go. Pull towards you. Lower the head down. Release the hands. Bend the knee. Both feet are down. So we're going to prepare for our inverteds. So moving to a wall if you want. Raise the legs up. Lift up the hips. Support the hips. Simple inverted. Enjoy releasing the pull of gravity downward. Energizing the brain, the heart. Let's walk the hands up so that now we're in the shoulder stand. Separate the legs. Bring them together. Lower left leg down and up. Right leg down and up. Both legs down. Both legs back up. Now coming down into parallel plow. Arms are on the mat in front of you. Legs parallel to the mat. Pose of tranquility. We put the palms on the knees. Well, they don't have to be on the knee. Forearms on the thighs if possible.
Then we place the palms on the knees for our half shoulder stand where we straighten the legs up. If you are against the wall, just do as best you can, different variations. Then the plow pose, toes to the mat, hands circle the head. Part of the affirmations, awake my sleeping powers, awake. Now, last week we did 2 knees to one side for ear closer, so you can do that, or regular ear closer, knees to the mat on either side of the ear, hands over the back, knees, palms cup the ear, or support the back, or they're on the mat. Now bring the 2 knees to the forehead. If you're going to roll out, straighten the legs and roll out slowly. Keep the head down. If you're going to bridge, support your back with your hands, 2 bent knees, and walk one leg down, touches the ground without a sound. The other leg follows. We're in the bridge. Bring your hands underneath you and join together the fingers and push upward with your hips. Now flatten down the palms, join the thumbs, cross the fingers, lower the hips, straighten out the legs as we prepare for our fish pose, where we sit up, let the head roll back, rest lightly on the mat. Lift the head up, lie it down, release your hands, back into Savasana. Now we're going to roll over for our Cobra Locust Bow. We start off with one cheek on the mat, hands at your side, or bent elbow, same leg, bent knee. Excuse me. Okay, Cobra time, forehead to the mat. Let's lift up, nose, lips, chin. Go as high as you can without using the arms, looking up. Rise joyously to meet life's new opportunities. Okay, let's put the palms down, lift up, look up, thighs to the mat. Upward facing dog is straightening out the elbows, toes on the mat, lifting up the knees, arching the back, looking up. Then straighten out into a plank. Drop the knees down. Relax the feet. Back to the cobra. Then we slowly lower down till we don't need our arms and hold steady. We're strengthening our lower back. Come down till the chin touches. Lips, nose, forehead. Cheek to the mat, opposite cheek. Now we're going to do some locust variations today. We're going to start with the forehead to the mat. Raise the left leg up and the right arm up and the head up. Now keep it up. Raise the other arm up and the other leg. Bring the arms to your side and put chin or forehead to the mat. Keep the legs raised. Lower down, opposite cheek to the mat. And we'll do our bow pose. So bending the knees, holding the feet, forehead to the mat. Before we go any further, pull the heels in, hands on the toes. Then holding on where comfortable, raise the head up, legs up, looking up. Rocking, if you like. That helps digestion. Then being still, see how close together your legs will come, the knees will come. And lower down, pull the heels in once more. Release the legs. Rolling onto your back, we will have our short, deep relaxation. We begin feeling surrounded by white light. And then we invite the light into the body for it to relax each body part. Let's start with the left foot, each toe, arch, ankle, calf, thigh, into the hip. Right toes, fill with light and relax. Into the arch of the foot. Ankle, moving up the leg, filling it with white light, calf, shin, knee, thigh, hip. Both legs are filled with light. Into the trunk of the body. Abdomen. Reproductive areas. Stomach.
glands, muscles, into the heart, chest, ribs, lungs. The light fills the lower back, middle back, upper back. It moves into the spine at the tailbone, and the light fills each vertebrae and spinal cord up to the top of the neck. Fingers of the left hand absorb the light, and it moves into the palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, into the neck. Fingers of the right hand absorb the light. The whole hand fills with the light, palm, wrist, moving up the arm, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, neck. Into the face, relaxing, jaw, lips, eyes, forehead, nose, tongue, ears, into the brain, skull, scalp, hair. Your consciousness is free to go beyond the body. So let it go and enjoy finding your ideal place to rest. Bringing the consciousness back to the body, coming in through the medulla, top of the neck, and filling your face with grounded energy. Tense and relax. Into the chest and shoulder blades. Tense and relax. Arms, tense and relax. Legs. Stretch your whole self, arms over the head. Sitting up. So the meditation practice of the ideal room, when we said find an ideal place to rest, there is a practice for these 5 states of mind, 5 kinds of ideas, and we create an ideal room, leave our stuff behind and go into it and enjoy. So that's just something you can do. Finding that ideal place that soothes and calms you and is beautiful to you. Let's just take 1 minute there.
Jai. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. My spirit bows to yours, spirit.